Rakesh Sinha, I want to come to you first. Let's look at what the Congress is saying. They're calling this humiliation, insult, intimidation. They're saying you're trying to divert people's attention from price rise. They had a big satyagraha happening on the 5th of August. And before that, you are trying to put the Congress party on the mat because you have no answers to the question of price rise. Rakesh Sinha, your first response to that big press conference by the Congress leadership.
As far as price rise is concerned, I was in the Rajya Sabha. Yes. When the finance minister was responding, hardly few congressmen were present in the house. They saw the gravity for which they fought 10 days and disrupted the house, at particularly Rajya Sabha. But I am not discussing that point. Here it is the question of investigation of a corruption charge. Nobody can deny and Congress can't deny because this is under the High Court. And during the investigation, other agencies came. It is CBI, it is ED, or other agencies might come. In that regard, they have their own timetable. There is no rule, there is no constitutional provision that if I am a politician or a minister or a former prime minister or a party president, then I have immunity from any investigation because parliament is in session, because I am a politician. There can't be two rules. Financial irregularities is a financial irregularity, whether you are a king or a common man. Therefore, I consider that such allegations are just to divert the attention from the genuine corruption charges. I am giving you how Congress, degradation of the index of the Congress. On 16 December 1957, an LIC Mudra case, none other than Firoz Gandhi raised the issue in the parliament when his father-in-law was Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and T.T. Krishnachari was the finance minister. He was very close to Nehru. He was a member of the Constituent Assembly. He was a member of the drafting committee. But when the corruption charges came, nobody said that because he was the member of the Constituent Assembly, because he was the member of the draft committee, because he's close to Nehru, so it should not be raised. Ram Subhag Singh, a simple member of the Congress party, MP, grilled the finance minister in the presence of Pandit Nehru. Ultimately, Krishnachari had resigned. Mudra was arrested, was a big businessman. Therefore, we have...
No, but that's what the Congress will say will not happen. Can you, for example, stand up and grill Prime Minister Modi on any issue? They'll say that's how India has changed between the India run by the Congress under Nehru and what's happening at this moment. Could you foresee a situation where you stand up on any issue where you disagree with the government and grill the Prime Minister of the day?
No, you are asking to me?
Yes, I am, Rakesh.
No, I'm just giving the answer that Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi are not the first politicians. That is the example. Lalu Yadav has been for a long time in prison. Many politicians have been arrested. You know why people have mistrust or a trust deficit, because they know that if politicians would be involved in any scandal and scam, they would get some kind of informal immunity. Now people have faith that if you are indulged in corruption, charges are grave that you have taken the public money, you act as a dacoit or a plunderer, then law would not.
Now you make an important point, and I'll put that question to Rashid Kidwai. This broad sense of informal immunity, that a charge could be pressed against you, whether you're an Amar Singh or a Mulayam Singh under a UP or anybody else for that matter, but it will never really be taken to its logical conclusion. They'll hang the sword of Damocles over your neck, but not really go the full extent. Now the BJP is saying the ED is going out and taking this case to its logical conclusion, and just because they are Congress leaders or opposition leaders doesn't mean that they have immunity. They need to answer. For example, why does Young Indian do no charity if it's registered as a charity?
Absolutely, Rahul. Law must apply to all in terms of the political system that we have. We know that the entire political system, in one way of looking at it, realistically speaking, is extremely corrupt, because we have a poll expenses ceiling of 50 lakh rupees in state assembly elections and 70-75 lakhs in parliament. And me and you, Rahul, know that people spend 5 times, 10 times more. So the whole idea of corruption is not confined to the opposition. What we are seeing in last many months and years is that only people who are caught with money, cash, all kind of things, they should be punished. They should be taken to task. All these things are should be, as per law, everything should happen. but nothing is happening to the ruling class or the allies or even those tainted people who switch sides. Now this, according to me, is bizarre. This is not a spirit of law. This is not a spirit of a constitutional democracy we have.